it's so good to get somebody who's not your expected talent for that character type, because they'll give you so much more than the other guy would have given you. Robbie, when he came in to try out for the part, he was shaking. He was so nervous. He wanted more than anything to do this part of the Beast. It was his first step back into the business after, I don't know, a bunch of years. He was teaching out in South Carolina, I think. And you just get such a better performance out of somebody who's not your typical guy. And he actually has a very deep voice. This isn't doctored in any way. But what I thought was important here is that Beast should be holding onto his cape, and we had a cape, and I would wear this thing, and it was just some way to show tension, that he's kind of wrapping this thing up, pulling it up around him. It would give me great pleasure. So you get a nice straight here as this tension of that cloth is pulled there, and there's this twitching tail, that I wanted to get. And there's a twist. Anything that just, that says, if it's all straight on and there's no twist, there's no dynamic, and there's no tension, as soon as you put a twist in a character, even just in yourself, you do it, you feel a tension in a muscle, and now there's some energy being stored, something wants to give. It's like a spring, you're pressing it back, and the audience feels that. So as I'm doing this thing, there's just a little twist in him, and his head is trying to go an unnatural direction as he's bending it down here. It would give me great pleasure if you would join me for dinner, then to try to raise up the hair on his back, but just have him pull this whole thing up into there. So there's all this tension boiling right into the center. And then she said, what did she say? No, thank you, or something to that effect. And to me, one of the key things in any scene is to get a tactile sense in there. To do something that makes you feel the character. And the cape was a real key to me. That Beast has got this cape, and when he's angry, he isn't just like this. He can actually throw the cape. So that's what he does here. You can't stand there forever. And she says, oh, yes, I can. And then you get this anticipation, this build-up, where he's going to throw the cape, and it's just, fine! And I don't know why he turns away. It's just that every time I acted it, I had to turn away. It was like, fine! Okay, well... once again, it's that the guy's mind is not thinking clearly. It's just sort of like responding. And, okay, good. Then, let's go to the refrigerator right away.
Oh, man.
Well, why don't we run the tape again while this thing is doing its thing?
You see it? Is she?
Oh, well, actually, she's in the process of circumstances being what they are. She's not coming. Okay. You're great! You're evidence! Let's not be hasty!
I thought I told you to come down to dinner.
I'm not hungry.
You'll come out or I'll break down the door.
Master, I could be wrong, but that may not be the best way to win the girl's affection. The attempt to be a gentleman, but so